from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
A look at the rising number of suspensions in Henrico County schools and what might be prompting them. And police make a second arrest in connection with an Eastern Henrico homicide. We'll tell you about those stories and more in today's Henrico News Minute. It's Tuesday, July 23rd, 2024. It's brought to you today by Forward Foundation.
And now for the news.
More than a decade after a national study found that Henrico schools had the highest disparity nationally between the suspension rates of black and white students, recent data shows that significant racial disparities continue to exist within the school system when it comes to school discipline and punishment. Black students, who comprise about one-third of the school system's student population, accounted for about 63% of suspensions during the 2022-23 school year, according to data provided to the Citizen by the school system. By contrast, white students, who also comprise about one-third of the population, made up only 18% of suspended students. The disparity was even more evident among students who received out-of-school suspensions during that school year, 70% of whom were black. At Varina's John Rolfe Middle School, which is 83% black, nearly half of the student body was suspended one time at least during that school year. At Fairfield Middle, which is 89% black, one-third of the student body was suspended. Varina District School Board member Alicia Atkins told the Citizen, quote, "The issue of racial disparities in school discipline cannot be divorced from the broader socioeconomic context that surrounds the schools. In other words, what happens within schools may be indicative of what's happening around schools," end quote. Fairfield School Board member Ryan Young said that the school system wants to make sure that teachers continue to address student behaviors and send referrals about students when necessary, but he added, quote, "I can't say this any louder. We want to make sure that all students are receiving similar consequences for their actions regardless of their race," end quote. And today on HenricoCitizen.com you can take a deeper dive into this topic. Our education reporter Leanna Hardy has spent weeks analyzing data and conducting interviews for this piece. You'll find it only on HenricoCitizen.com. Henrico Police yesterday announced that they had arrested an 18-year-old county man and charged him in connection with a June shooting that left another man dead in Eastern Henrico. DeMarcus Alexander Mason was taken into custody July 19th. He faces second-degree murder and armed robbery charges, as well as 2 counts of the use of a firearm in the commission of a felony, all in connection with a June 16th shooting in the 4600 block of Grand Ledge Court that left 23-year-old Lamonte Aubrey Scott of Sandston dead. The shooting occurred in the townhouses of White Oak community near the shops at White Oak Village. Mason is the second suspect arrested and charged in connection with the shooting. A juvenile was arrested June 28th. He faces charges of robbery and 2 counts of underage possession of a firearm. A Henrico native who appeared on the MTV show 16 and Pregnant in 2014 has died, according to multiple entertainment websites. Autumn Oxley Crittenden died July 20th at her home in the county at the age of 27 following reports of a medical emergency. Henrico Fire and EMS officials responded to find her unresponsive. Officials were not able to revive her. Police are investigating the cause of death. And someone in Henrico County may be $1 million richer. A winning Mega Million tickets worth $1 million was purchased at the 7-Eleven on North Laburnum Avenue in Eastern Henrico. The ticket matched all 5 of the winning numbers in the Mega Ball drawing, except for the Mega Ball itself. That was the only ticket in Virginia that did so, and one of just 3 in the nation to match the first 5 numbers. The holder of the winning ticket has 180 days to claim his or her prize. Virginia lottery officials are encouraging that person to sign the back of the ticket for ownership before claiming the prize. And this week's edition of Savvy Senior on HenricoCitizen.com has tips about how seniors can beat the summer heat. Extreme summertime heat kills more people in the U.S. than hurricanes, floods, and tornadoes combined each year. You can find that column right now on our website. Are you a working single parent in the midst of a financial crisis, or maybe know someone who is? Forward Foundation wants to help. Forward Foundation is a nonprofit dedicated to helping single parents who have children under the age of 12 and need child care but who are ineligible for Department of Social Services assistance because of income levels. Learn more at forwardfoundationva.org or by calling 804-840-8687. Forward Foundation, empowering action to move forward.